Hello. So, November is, among other things, No Shave November. So basically, people who grow facial hair or can grow facial hair are encouraged just to grow it out. It's something that I started thinking about because I could actually participate in No Shave November. I could have been able to participate in No Shave November since I started going through puberty. So this partially has nothing to do with me being non-binary, transmasculine. I have what is considered to be above average testosterone naturally, and above average means above female. So truly, it's not really because I'm not female. But anyway, so what that means is that even though I was going through female puberty, I was growing more than normal hair on all sorts of parts of my body. I did not know at the time why or what was going on, and I didn't talk to anybody about it. So this would have been like the late 80s. And so it was really helpful when I got older, when I found out that I have, again, quote, elevated testosterone. I don't feel like that's what has made me non-binary, but it does work out nicely where that amount of testosterone actually helps me feel more balanced. There was one time in my life, I talked about this before, where I took an herbal remedy to lower it, like before I knew I was non-binary, and my doctor suggested it, and I felt terrible having like average or normal testosterone for a female. So anyway, this whole thing about me being able to grow facial hair, I haven't talked about it publicly. This might be the first time I'm talking about it publicly. I used to be really ashamed of it when I was probably 14. I was standing in front of my English class and I was about to like give this like book report or something. And this kid in the class was like, "I think Dara's growing a beard." I'll never forget that. And I'm pretty sure it was shortly after that I just would start taking like whatever razor I was using to shave my legs. I would just like run it across my face and just try to like just dry. Like I didn't know anything about shaving my face. And so I was just doing that. I'd carry it around in my car in case I forgot to bring it with me. It was very embarrassing. I didn't know what was going on. I hid it from people. I didn't talk about it until like I told a friend of mine in like 2004. So I would have been 30 years old before I even like felt like I confessed this to somebody. I ended up telling my partner probably like 4 years after we had been together, and I felt like it was this huge revelation. I was like, I wanted you to know, like, in case I'm ever in the hospital in a coma, my facial hair is going to start growing and you're going to have to shave it for me. So I just wanted to let you know that. Fast forward to the present day. A couple years ago, I decided that I didn't want to be like ashamed of it anymore because I figured it out. Like, this is just a thing that happens. And I happen to be an individual who is non-binary, and if I wanted to, I could grow facial hair. It would be patchy. It's like a little bit like here and here, and then like, so I would be kind of curious to see how it would come in. But I started using the Dollar Shave Club to get razors from, and I have like this whole thing when I get out of the shower now where I put shaving cream on, and I've learned how to shave properly, and it feels so much better. It feels actually very like gender euphoric to me instead of just trying to like be like do it in the shower and really quick and be embarrassed and shy about it. I actually really enjoy doing it now. So anyway, back to the question at hand. Why am I not going to grow out my facial hair for No Shave November? I'm not really sure if I want to. And so let's say there's two different reasons for it. Well, one reason, which is the big question, is that I'm not sure if I actually would like it. I'm the kind of person that actually I do not like body hair at all. And so I shave. It's not because it's a gender thing or I feel like, am I being really womanly when I do this or whatever? I don't label it as a gender thing. It's a Dara thing. I just don't like having hair. I shave my arms because I have nice tattoos and I don't want the hair interrupting it. So it could be just one of those things where clean face is my preference. However, I do have to say, when I see like a person with a nice, beard, I don't know, like there's a part of me that's like, well, that's kind of cool. And I can't tell if it's something where I'm like, I would like to give that a try, or if it's something where I'm like, if I was desiring more masculine features, then maybe I would grow a beard. Like if I was actually like on testosterone, like at a high level, like to create deeper voice and more facial hair, like that would feel very gender affirming for me. And so I'm actually not sure. I don't know if it's because of my fear of awkwardness, discomfort, blah, 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 about society. If I was to do No Shave November, how would my family react, to my friends, and how much confusion would I cause in the general public by doing this? What would you all think? Whereas I would just want to do it because I would just be curious. Like, I wonder what my face would look like with hair on it. But I know it would mean so much more than that. And like I said, I maybe would just be like, yep, just like the rest of my body, I don't want hair on my face. But how would I know for sure? So what I'm trying to say is that I wasn't ready for it this year, but will I maybe do it a different time in the future? I'm going to say maybe. I just might. And I think that's okay for me not to be sure and not to know whether or not I will. So I just had that on my mind and I wanted to share it with you. So what do you think? You can comment on what I'm talking about, comment on your own thoughts and feelings about it, and also about what is it like when maybe there's something, especially being non-binary, where you're not sure if it's something you want to go for as a part of your gender affirming journey, or do you find it to be confusing at times? I look forward to hearing from you. Thanks for listening. That word was supposed to be listening. Thanks for listening.